Hello, welcome back to Wendy's Colouring and Happy New Year. Seems quite strange saying that, but yeah, Happy New Year. Hope you've all had a really lovely break over the Christmas, New Year period, wherever you are in the world. Hope you've had a bit of a relaxing break. I have had a bit of a relaxing break, as you've probably noticed, because I've not been on YouTube at all. Sorry. Bad absence. But yeah, I have had a very nice Christmas break, seen quite a lot of the family, and yeah, just perhaps got a bit too chilled out, and did, yeah, a little bit of Christmas colouring, but not a huge amount of Christmas colouring. I've got to be honest, I did and ah about whether it was even worth doing a video for my December colouring, but I thought, oh, go on, I will. I've got 6, although two are kind of like quarters, aren't they, because they're so small. But yeah, I did not get a huge amount done this month. Well, last month, not even this month, because even today, I'm quite late filming this video. I think we're on January the 6th now, so I kind of feel it naughty even getting Christmas colouring out, but, well, this is where we are. I've had a nice holiday, had a nice chill out, relaxed, spent some time with family, like I say, so I don't feel bad that I've not got colouring done. I'm going to show you what I have got done. It isn't a huge amount. This is not going to be a long video. But yeah, we're back to January. I'm back to work, back to the normal bits and pieces. I've got a mark on this mat and it's driving me mad. Keep trying to brush it off and then I realise, oh no, it's a mark. It won't come off. Never mind. These things don't matter, do they? They don't matter. So, yeah, Christmas colouring for December. So this one was not on my colouring plans video, but it is one of these nice little weenie, I love various different colours. Oh, look how dirty the back is, sorry. It is one of those little tiny books and it's great for chucking to my work bag. In fact, the front's messy now, I'm looking at it. Sorry, my dirty books. Welcome to my dirty books. But yeah, I do chuck it in my work bag, hence why it's so dirty on the front as well. And I thought I will do one in here, even though it's a bit repetitive, this book. I did have a go at this one. So it has the little horses on it that I thought were quite cute. I did quite like them with the little teddy bears on it as well. This is all in, well, it'd be my work pencils, so I've got some luminance, I've got a few loose holbeins at work, so it will be mainly luminance and some holbeins. And I did bring it home just to do the little bits of glitter here and there, which is just one of the Stickles clear ones. I put them away. It'll be this one because I've not put it away. Whatever this one is, Crystal Stickles. A little bit of that on the horse's bum and on the trim on the little teddy bears. And yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's one of them. I enjoyed doing it. I quite like doing horses of various different descriptions. I've not done a huge amount in this book because, as you can see, it is a little bit wallpapery, this book. So some things I really like in it. Like I quite like the idea of the ice skates, but then you've got pages like this that I'm like, nah, no. And I do like a little nutcracker bloke, but they're very similar, aren't they? I think this is basically a mirror image. Yeah, they are. They're just a mirror image of each other, aren't they? Like I may do one side, but I'm not going to do the exact same image on the other. But I think the only other thing I've done in here was a single, yeah, towards the front, which I used my Spectrum Noir glitter markers, and they are a bit streaky looking, aren't they now? When you could see just the glitter, when you look at it from that kind of angle, it's quite nice. But if you get it at the wrong angle, like, ooh, look at that. Looks really streaky from there. When you just faced onto the page as a viewer, looking at it from how I am, it's not. But yeah, that's a bit. I think they maybe need something else underneath them. But yeah, that's all I've done in this book. I love colouring Christmas. I don't think they have an author, do they? They don't have an illustrator. But Buster Books. Oh, designed by Zoe Bradley. But yeah, they're cute little, easy to carry, chuck in your handbag books. They are very good in that respect. I think a few people have the B one, don't they? I've seen that one. But yeah, for some reason I have 2 of them. I've not coloured in the other one at all. Then I got this fairly early in December, I think. I think I was going to do it with Lily from Art Journey. They were going to do one a day. I knew there was no way I was going to do one a day. I've done one. Christmas Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. And it is a cute little book. And I did think, right, okay, I'm going to do the first one. Because that's as far as I'm going to get. So, yeah, we'll go with it. And I did enjoy doing it. It's quite a cute little book. I kind of feel like we need a bit more light today. It's quite a dull day here. In the UK, very rainy. Sun's just going down a bit now as well, but yeah, I kind of still feel like you're a bit dark. Let me try and turn that. Oh no, I've just turned it off. It's not helpful, is it? Yeah, never mind. It is what it is. But yeah, I think I did these in my Spectrum Noir brush markers. Soon find out. Turn the page. Yes, I did. And I think it's mainly those. Bit of Artex paint pens just to knock some of the line work back. And some more of the diamond, what did I just say that one was? Crystal stickles on a little bit of the snow here and there. But yeah, I quite like it. It's cute. I would have liked to have done a few more in this book. Sorry, I'm let down. But plenty more to do. Another year, isn't there? So it's not the end of the world. And this is a really good size little Christmas book, because I do struggle to get Christmas things done. Sadly, I love Christmas pages, but I always struggle with them. Then I did, well, this was the last thing I've done over the month, R.J. Hampson's Christmas Tiny Homes. This is a lovely book. I did, not that one I did in November. I should have marked the pages, but this is how disorganised I am. I'm umming and ahhing about whether I'm describing this page as finished or not. There's so much going on this page that I kind of think, I need to do a bit more. I could do with a bit more on little bits here and there, but I'm out of time. It's January the 6th. I cannot colour on it anymore, can I? That would be cheating to colour on it anymore. So I've kind of decided that, no, this is where we are. And I'm calling it finished, even though I kind of don't feel it's completely finished in my mind. I think this is pretty much the same kind of things that I've been using all month, really. So it has a base of Spectrum Noir brush markers. I think I did sneak in a couple of Copics here and there as well, just for some colours I was missing. Then my Luminance pencils, and again some of my Holbein were on here. Quite a lot of Artex marker, although I feel it needs more personally. And I've not done any glitter on this because, like I say, I kind of feel like it needs a little bit more, but I have run out of seasonal time to do it, so I'm calling it done, even though I know in my mind it's not done. But it's as done as it's getting this season, so I may come back to it and work into some of these background bits and pieces. This kind of feels like it still needs quite a bit of work, and down here, and some here on the cat, some of the fur on some of the furry things, little mouse up there. A few other bits and pieces that I kind of feel like normally I would have done quite a bit more on it, but it's a very busy page. It's a lovely image, but this is where I've got to on it. So for this moment in time, this is as far as I'm getting on it at the moment. Maybe when I get back around to December, might do a bit more on it, who knows. But yeah, this is a lovely book, and I certainly will do some more. But I've got 2-ish finished in R.J. Hampson's Tiny Christmas Homes this year. And we're going to put that. Ooh, don't fall. Then, this was a buddy colour with Kay and Pretty Pages, and for Pretty Pages 71. So, I can't remember whether they've sent me their pictures or not, are these? If they have, I shall add them, maybe one and then the other. If they have, I can't remember actually. I think, now I'm thinking about it, I think Anne sent me it before we even started, so possibly they have. I'll add them. They're lovely. They're always lovely, their work. I was very much last minute with my buddy colours. I've been a bad buddy this month. I apologise to all buddy people this month because I've just been last minute with everything. So yeah, I did do this page with them. I think she did send me this as a download, that you could have done it in the as a single page, but because I'd only just not long bought this book, I thought I'm just going to do it in the book. But it was this page anyway. Don't ask me why I've gone for this silver crazy background. It's very shiny, isn't it? The paint is Decotime Dazzling Metallics Silver. I have to give them, it is a dazzling metallic silver, isn't it? I kind of feel it's almost a bit much though, isn't it? It's kind of overpowering poor little mouse there in the middle, so maybe that was a mistake. I'm not sure. This has a base of tri-blend Spectrum markers. Again, it's just because they're handy and they're right there, and you pick one up and you've got 3 colours. They're a really handy little marker that I find myself reaching for this month because they're quick, I suppose, as well. Then I've worked over with Prismas, which is quite unusual for me. I don't reach for Prismas a huge amount, but kind of, yeah, just kind of wanted something a bit softer. I've used some Range Stickles, the diamond one on it, some my usual Artex paint pens, a bit of Posca white here and there, just because sometimes you want something a little bit more opaque, don't you, that doesn't show through. But yeah, I kind of wish I'd knocked the background back a bit with something, really, because it's a bit too much in your face. But I do kind of like having these backgrounds done with something rather than it just being plain white paper. I don't know why, it kind of feels like it at least finishes the images off, but maybe I'll put something else on this at some point just to knock it back. But yeah, that was my second one over this season. That was my other one from November, out of Matchstick Mouse with Morgan O'Brien with Kay and Bruce Pages. Then I did get this lovely book sent to me by Colour, which obviously I flipped on the channel. Let's flip if you want to have a look and you want to look at the individual pieces. Lovely book, very much my cup of tea. And so yeah, I think this was the first page I worked in December. And it did take me a little bit of time, but I did really enjoy it. Let's get my post-it off the back, even though I pretty much know what I've used on it. So this was Spectrum Noir markers. Again, most of this was just my markers. And again, I'd still had the Prismas out, so yeah, I was using my Prismas over the top of the markers. And then just some Artex paint pens. I don't even think I've used anything glittery on it, surprisingly. No, it's all matte, nothing sparkly. How boring of me. Don't know what I was thinking. But I did really enjoy this page, and I always forget when I get back round to Christmas how to do snow. So I kind of have to use my brain a bit and go, I forgot how you do it. But I was quite pleased with the snow on this one, really. Quite like it on the mushroom, seems to have worked quite nicely on that. And I quite like my little snow mouse man, I don't know, snow mouse. I quite like that as well. So, and I did enjoy working on this page. I have no doubt this book will be making a return for January, because it is a lovely book to work in, and I do really like my markers on it. You can use your watercolours on it. You can get away with playing about with quite a few different bits and pieces on these pages, can't you? So it is, and I think this is my favourite of all of the books I have of theirs, because the scenery is just definitely my thing. I think they're cute and they're natural, so they tick all my boxes. But yeah, that was this one, my first page out of my Colour book. I think if you've been on my Instagram, I think I did actually post on there. I don't know why I've not been posting on Instagram. I always used to religiously do it, but I've been being a bit lazy on there lately. Wonderful Little World, Volume 2 by Colour. Maybe at some point I'll get back on there properly. I've got about 1 million pictures I could post, but I haven't. And then this was also a buddy colour, and again, I need to apologise because I've been a very bad buddy this December. I just needed a break, I think. I did this with Ryu's Artsy Corner. I'm going to tag her below so that hopefully you can see hers. And I think she did send me hers ages ago, and I kept meaning to photograph this page to send it back, and I don't even think I did. I think I was very bad this month, so I do really apologise. I'll add theirs there because I know she did send me hers a while ago. I know I'm bad, I really am bad, sorry. But I did really enjoy working on this. This was another one that I did quite early on in the month. Background on these was, let me just get them, excuse my arm, was these Sminky Super Granulation Did I write down which one? Deep Sea Blue. No idea which one of those there is. I haven't used these before at all. Yeah, so it's that one. Not that you really need to see the tube. It's not helping you, is it? Deep Sea Blue, which is the middle one. Clearly haven't used it much. Tiny amount. I didn't really know... I'm no great watercolourist. I don't really know what I'm doing with watercolour at all. But I thought I kind of fancied the idea of a bit of a textured look to the background behind these two little birds. I didn't want it to be super smooth. I think the front cover, it's purple, isn't it? And I do really like it on the front cover, but I thought I want to do something different, so I kind of went with this super granulated look in the background, and that was my first kind of experience about it. This book is not the Amazon version. It is the proper thick card version, so obviously I can get away with a little bit of watercolour in here, but I hadn't even worked in this book before, so I had no real idea of how it would take the watercolour, and it's not too bad. It's a little bit wrinkly at the bottom, you can kind of see, but you're out of focus, sorry. But yeah, overall I think it's taken it quite well. Obviously if you've got the Amazon copy, I wouldn't suggest trying to use these on there, because the whole point is you've got to get it pretty wet so that the effect occurs. For first go, it's okay. It's a bit plain down here, isn't it? I think maybe another layer of another colour might have been a bit more interesting at the bottom, but for first go with them, I was fairly happy. And then I think I did stay with the Prismas this month. Yeah, I did. So yeah, all my little birds and the leaf work and the bells and things are all in Prisma, which again is pretty unusual for me. As you know, I'm normally a Holbein Luminance go-to, but I think I just fancied doing something a bit different this month and just to try working with those. So yeah, I did that. Artex paint pens as per usual, because they are my addiction, and a bit of Signo glittering gel. I think it's the silver one here and there. Oh no, the gold one in the baubles, and I've got a little bit of stickles in the hat and the trim and those bits and pieces in there. That I don't think it's showing up very well, but there is, honestly. There's a bit of gold down there at the bottom. But yeah, this is also a first out of this book that has some lovely images in it. I wish I'd pulled this out for Halloween, because there's a few Halloween and I had totally forgotten that there was Halloween in here. So I could have got 2 done in this last year, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot and I forgot. And yeah, sadly, that is pretty much all I've got done for December, which is bad, isn't it? It's bad. Bad but good is how I'm looking at it. It's bad. It's bad for you people viewing my work. But for me, it was a nice break, so I'm not kind of beating myself up about it. I enjoyed my time off. I wouldn't do it differently if I could go back again, because I enjoyed it, and that's what's important, isn't it? So hopefully you all did something that was very enjoyable for you as well. Sorry for my short video. Hopefully normal service will be resumed from now on in. I have got a couple of Christmas goodies that I'm going to do a little video shortly of. Not got loads, because let's be honest, I already own loads. I don't need to buy or be bought a huge amount of other things, but I have got a few things that I will share with you. Video for that is coming up. I was also thinking I'd probably do my favourite books of 2022 as well, because I do have a few favourites from last year. Hopefully they will still be being used this year, but I thought I might do a video on that as well. Let me know if you think that's something you might be interested in, and maybe any other video ideas that you think, really, I'd like you to do a video on that. I know a few people have asked me about how I use my paint pens. Video is still in my head. Obviously, I've kind of had December off with my colouring, so I will try and think about how a good way to film how I use them. In the main, I'm using them for line work, but it doesn't hurt to show, does it? So I will also consider doing that, because a few people have asked me for that as well. But hope you're all doing something amazing. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.